It all started when I was doing a feature film called Marya Digital. At the end of Maya, there was one visual effects shot which we had to do. And at that time in India, we didn't have the technology to do it at all. So I did that shot about half a dozen times, and I wasn't happy with the results. Finally, I went to Hong Kong to do that shot, and still by the time when the film was released, I was still not happy with the shot. And it's such a shame that India produces the largest number of the films in the world. We claim to be the largest film producing country in the world. We claim the 100-year-old film industry, and we still don't have the basic technology. This was early 90s, and that was the time when the computers were really coming in, digital technology was coming in, visual effects and animation was taking a completely new, different leap altogether. So we decided to take a leap into it, and Deepa and I started Maya as a studio. So Maya, in a sense, pioneered the animation and visual effects in India. We did a television series called Captain Dome, which was India's first television science fiction television series, which became a cult classic, went on for a year on the national television channel. And that's how the journey began. In the initial phases, we were primarily doing outsourced work from the United States, and that was the initial stage of the growth. We realized that there was not enough skilled manpower available in India. So we started a training program called Maya Academy of Advanced Cinematics, MAC, which really spread like wildfire through the country. And over the next 6-7 years, we produced almost 50,000 animators in this country. I'm very proud of it. So far, we have been really focusing on the creative and the technical side of it. So we write our own stories, we develop our own characters, we do the entire design, we do the entire pre-production, production, post-production work in-house. So all those things are taken care of. We work on existing platforms. The technologies are available. They have been learned by the people here. So we are not trying to reinvent the wheel. We work out processes which are specific to our own requirements, but we use the basic softwares and hardware that is available in the market. About a year and a half ago, we decided that it is enough of doing slave labor. The idea was to create our own products, create our own IP. And we took the leap of faith. Faith in ourselves, faith in the fact that the Indian industry was now matured enough to absorb it. And we produced a full-length feature film called Ramayana the Epic, which was hailed as the best animation to come out of India and things like that. But by now, the Indian television sector for animation has become matured. And we started with a television series called Motu Patlu, based on a 40-year-old comic strip. So 3 generations of people in North India have come up on this comic strip called Motu Patlu. And we decided to convert it into animation, a television series. And that took off really well. And in 1.5 years, from one television series on one channel, we are now doing 5 television series across television channels. From producing 4 episodes of 22 minutes a month, we are now doing close to 20 episodes a month. That means close to 500 minutes of original content creation and animation. Must be some kind of a world record, actually. But that is the excitement of India. The market is suddenly booming, taking off for the children's segment, especially animation. Though it's early days in terms of both the width of the market and the quality of the content, in both ways. But I can see the graph really shooting up. I think a little more patience. In India, the animation industry is barely 10-15 years old. The West has a tradition of 80 years, 90 years. So, still early days, but a whole generation of kids is growing up on animation now, you know, and this market is ready to explode now. So, if we create the right content, then there is a market which is growing and growing very, very rapidly. So, very bullish about the future of animation. I mean, that has to be a continuous process. What we realize is that the young kids who come and learn hardware and software and then come out into the market, but they are not really studio ready as yet, because they are, what they don't learn in the training programs is actually these processes of production. And that was something that we found when we were hiring for the studio, and so we started NIST. It is in studio training, so the people come in, they start working and learning, and so it's a kind of an apprenticeship program which grows into you know grooming the skill for your or requirements, and that has to be a continuous process. This is a human-driven or people-driven sector. All I can say is there I durustar. It has been a while that we have been pushing that this is such a potential sector in terms of growth. That more than our film industry, animation actually is something that can become universal instantly. Uh, so many other countries like Malaysia, Singapore, Ireland, Canada, Poland, all these countries are giving such incentives to the animation industry for it to thrive. And we haven't got any support from the government at all. Finally, it is waking up to the potential of animation and visual effects and digital post-production. Actually, bringing technology into the creative field, that is the merger that has to happen very strongly in India. At this point of time, it's an industry on the runway getting ready for a takeoff.